start shouting and screaming. Yeah. Alright? So what I am asking you to do is to stop shouting and screaming, and I can get to the bottom of what's going on. Unfortunately, when you shout and scream at me, Mal, I'm going to shout and scream back here. I'm not just going to sit here and take it. Alright? No, you were screaming when you finished. More than what?
No, you say, you don't know what happened. You were
well, now somebody else can you to be screaming. With pleasure.
You've come here.
Because the shouting and screaming.
Let me talk now. Don't interrupt me. I'll let you finish. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Go on.
Right, are you going to let me finish?
Yeah, go on. As long as you don't start over-talking everybody, yeah.
You're the one with that, mate.
No, you started.
Go on, you come over here, came straight to us.
Correct.
Not said, guys. Situation. You come here. Oi, is that how you address it? The boy.
Because you're pushing the chutney, so go on.
So you're going to... You're pushing the
I'm stopping.
You're doing your job.
I'm stopping.
Like,
I'm
oi.
stopping. You've got to wait for your yeah, trying to get your attention. Yeah.
Oi.
So, carry on. So push it. You push it to everybody else. Go on, carry on.
You guys go inside there and do his job.
Yeah.
So you know the situation we're in.
No.
We've got a commercial vehicle. This is a loading bay.
Okay.
We've got our work to do.
Okay.
You have come here. You've come to us telling us that him do his job, and you don't know the situation. Right.
Finish your ticket.
I don't want to feel a ticket. We get harassed all the time, mate. Listen, we're in a financial crisis at the moment, mate.
I'm not treating
We're trying to run a business
help
here.
us, not like, you know.
You don't even know the situation. You don't even want to.
No, whatever.
We've seen two vehicles there.
That's fine. That's all I'm doing is listening to you shouting. No.
I'm going to search you. No, Mushi, why are you interrupting me?
Because he's trying to talk.
No, he's not. He's just trying to back me up. But I'm not going to let you have the last name, mate, because you don't know the situation.
Carry on,
Come
mate.
here, you're telling me go inside and do your job. No, I mean, you need to go there and do your job, sir.
Thank you.
Right, let's start loading.
How you doing, bro? So, are you getting a ticket for being a business owner? Yeah, is that what it is?
Yes.
They're not good for business in Preston, are they?
Absolutely not. We've got a commercial vehicle. We're trying to unload. We've got a lot of stuff to unload.
Is you can't park in a disabled place to unload.
You're not listening to me. We weren't unloading there. There was no space around here. There was no space around here. Are you gonna let me talk? There was no space around here. This is the only section we've got for commercial vehicles. But if you guys are here doing your job, then we won't have to park there.
Council are charging them a fortune for rent, you know.
We're in financial crisis.
You get what I'm saying?
We're trying to do something here.
You can't park in a disabled place.
Absolutely. But if you're here doing your job, moving the people from
At least help us.
Yeah, move the people out of the disabled bays.
What happens is you've got to be constantly loading. So as soon as you pull up, you've got to start loading.
No.
Yeah, but what about moving the vehicles out of the disabled bays first, and then they can get in?
That's what I did. I moved down the line and I moved all the vehicles.
You didn't start taking a picture straight away.
It's one of those
It's not the first time you've done this to me.
So the loading bays are never free for the guys, though. That's the issue that they've got. Pardon?
The loading bay was free. When I came around that corner, this loading bay was free.
Get a what?
Are you delivering?
What did you say? No, after that, what did you finish up with?
It's really hard when you're coming and busting and overtaking everybody.
Danny, let's unload our vehicle. They're not paying you. I'm paying you. So come on, let's go.
So, Mr. Baker, did you prevent a breach of the peace?
I believe I did.
Oh, well, that's
You anyway,
not
you're
too
right.
bad yourself.
So, yeah.
No, it is hard for him though. They've got business to run.
I completely understand.
You know.
I completely understand what you're saying. The problem we have, as you well know,
Breach of
is
peace.
It's breach of the peace.
Yeah, yeah.
And the problem is, it's a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
It's a town centre. There's people with kids.
Yeah, fully get it.
And pushing and
And that's the law anyway.
and fingers in people's
Yeah.
faces doesn't really
Yeah,
help.
yeah.
And the problem is, as you probably caught there,
Yeah.
again, saying I'm only stopping him for one particular reason
Yeah.
is wrong. I'm not. I'm trying to do my job.
No, I
It's-
fully
it's
get that.
well
And people would. That's what people expect you to do: prevent a breach of the peace.
And that's all we-
But what people have a problem with the council is that
again-
it's not, which is not your issue. It's just to taking more pavements up and more loading bays and all the rest of it.
Yeah. And like I say, I think, and again, that's the bigger issue I think the council need to look at.
Yeah.
The problem is, with this chap here, I can't have people pointing and push, and
Yeah,
look like they're going
yeah.
up towards him.
Yeah.
Because what I don't want to do is accidentally, that chap ends up pushing somebody, and he falls over.
Falls
and
over.
Right back, and we've suddenly got an assault.
An assault,
When
yeah.
we just, all we're trying to do is just calm the situation down and stop anybody getting into
Yeah.
trouble. And that's all we're trying
And that's
to do.
all you're here to do, aren't you? To prevent the breach of peace, not to get involved with the politics of the
And
park and all the
that's
rest
what
of
we're
it.
trying to do, mate, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
But
all right.
it's like I say, the rates have gone up for them all.
Yeah.
And they're just taking up all these bloody wide spaces. It's crazy.
Absolutely get it, and I understand.
And you have the same issue when you're parking.
Sorry to interrupt. If he was doing his job right now, I had to tell him go and book that vehicle.
Oh yeah.
That's safety. That's
Yeah.
not safety for the pedestrians.
Pedestrians, that, yeah. You got a fair point. So that's blocking them.
Listen, I'm only going to tell you from my point of view. This is what I'm trying to explain. The problem I've got is on Saturday afternoon, there's people with kids walking around and stuff like that. I can't have people shouting and screaming, but just hear me out for a second.
I agree with you.
And all I want to do is stop that. I'm not saying what he's doing is right.
Officer, you know me, I wouldn't even have an issue with that.
Right.
But it's the way you approach.
Right,
when you started saying, oi, that's not the way to it.
But
You don't know the situation. You could have gone to him, he was screaming. You see him screaming.
I didn't say to all of you.
You've got it on body
Yeah,
cam.
it wasn't just you.
No, you haven't. I need that footage, buddy. Honestly, I'm
Hear
telling
me
you.
out for a second, right? The problem I'm trying to explain is it's Saturday afternoon, there's members of people walking past with kids and everything like that. I'm not saying what he's done is right, I'm not disputing that, right? But all I'm trying to do is prevent something called a breach of the peace.
I know what breach is, yeah, I agree.
I do.
And that's all I'm trying to do.
100%. My argument is not that. I agree with what you're doing is correct.
If he's wrong in what he's doing, we unfortunately can't stop him giving you a ticket.
I know you can't, but I can.
Right.
And I have done.
Right.
That's what my argument is.
And I get that.
Because
So
he
you
knew he was in the wrong. That's why he backed off. He goes, I'm sorry.
What I'm
Right.
going to say to you is, yeah, just the way you go about it.
I'm not even gonna dispute that I wasn't screaming. I was.
Yeah.
Because he was ready to lamp him.
Because you're distraught innit, about getting a ticket.
Back off,
Yeah.
you're gonna get arrested.
Hear me out for a second, and I'm straight explain back. As I come down here, you were grabbing all of it.
No, I didn't grab all of it.
You grabbed all of his
No,
chest to stop
I didn't
you
grab it. I pushed him.
Yeah,
back.
push me, man. Well, same thing. Grab, push. What happens?
Come on,
Right,
two different
hang
things.
on.
Is that me pushing a door or grabbing a door?
Right,
Come
well,
on.
just hear me out for a second. Going like that towards
Yeah.
his chest.
Yeah, I
When
give you, I
when
give
you're
you.
stopping or you're grabbing him, with the angle I'm coming at, it looks like you're grabbing at his chest. I shouted oi because it was just to get your attention.
That was more of a breach of the peace. For shouting for public people going past. You allowed.
But guess what? I'm trying to get your attention. Because
I was trying to get his
May-
attention. He was ready to lamp him one.
Again, really good if I can carry on. All right.
Yeah, no, but you love to put your point in, and then I want to put my point in
Yeah,
as
but
well.
what happens is nobody can get their point in because you just come over the top all the time. Just hear me.
No.
Verbally, you do.
No,
right?
come on,
Here, Pop, come on. We can have a big cuddle about it, but bear with me a second. All right. I can only see what I've got is you grabbing towards him, pushing him, whatever you want to say. From my point of view, I don't know who's who. So I've got to just try and separate everybody initially, and then I'll work about it in a minute. We got off on the wrong foot, I'm not disputing that, okay, but what my intention is to make sure that nobody gets injured, because what has happened previously, somebody goes over to grab and I don't know who's who, they fall over, they crack their head on the concrete, and we end up with a serious head injury that has proved fatal. Accidentally. So shouting noise, that offended you, I'm not big enough to apologise. What I am saying though is, when I'm trying to talk to you, right, speaking louder is just going to make me speak louder, and then you speak louder.
But-
not but
See, I can't
I'm not
say it. But then I'm going to forget what I need to say.
We need 2-minute intervals.
God.
We need it to be a debate, this.
Yeah, I don't think you could forget what was there.
No, trust me.
Right, no, trust me, you couldn't. So what I'm saying to you is, I'm only trying to do my job to make sure that nobody gets hurt.
Absolutely.
Right? And I apologise if you took any offence from it initially, because I just need to get control of the
Just a
situation.
learning curve for you now.
Go on then.
My advice.
And I'll give you one.
I was riled up already.
Yes, you were.
With the situation.
Correct.
So was he.
Yeah.
I was trying to push him up, and then when somebody, a third party, comes in like an officer, oi, it's going to make my blood go even higher. How are you approaching
But
us?
I don't know who he is to you. He may well be.
Irrespective what
it
he
doesn't
is to
matter,
me, what I'm saying, you heard the shouting, didn't
I heard
you?
the
So
shout.
your approach could have been better, guys. Calm down. Situation.
It
You're
could have
professional at the end of the day.
It could have been, mate. Unfortunately, you're on a wet bit of tarmac. All right. So I need to get all of your attention. If it had been nice and sunny and dry, I'd have cut
But you didn't come oi coming from there. You came here and you went oi.
closer. Yeah,
Very close.
Closer.
Nobody could have slipped then.
Well, they come, mate. To be honest with you.
We were stationary.
To be honest with you.
There. I know that.
Right,
I'm
but
talking
I
there.
know-
We were there.
But bear with me. I can't see fully what's behind me at the time as I'm approaching you because my view's blocked with you. Because you're up here, as you've already said.
Anyway,
So,
bygone to bygone.
listen,
Top
come
man.
here, come here.
No, I'm fine. Don't worry.
Wow, look at that. That's all ends well. Brilliant.
I don't mind being a bigger and better man. I'm just saying to you
and
that
vice
the
versa,
situation
which is
is
why I've said to you.
Mr. Baker, yeah.
I'm happy to apologise.
You got the dogs, haven't you,
Yeah.
Mr. Baker?
So I'm not big enough to apologise, but what I'm saying is I'd rather shout apologise later than somebody gets hurt when I don't want to. I've come across too many people that have been accidentally injured and stuff like this. And the problem comes is, it don't just end here, it's like 6, 7, 12 months down the line when somebody's in court for it. And it just for them hot any moments, I just want to stop them.
No, that's fine.
So, and I get your peeve. I think, as very kindly said, it's an issue with the council. I think those businesses you maybe need to speak to the council.
You've done it the first time.
I get that.
You've sent letters, you
So
know.
like I say, mate, for me, again, it's fine. That's what I was trying to do, what I was doing. All right, and I get you're a business and you don't want to fight. I understand that. All right, so thank you.
But it's in every city, in all the way around the country. It's the same. They're taking up all the roads, the pavements, and everything else. But they want you to run a business. How? But it's not the police's fault. It's the council.
But it's one of them, is it, mate?
You know.
Cool. Thank you.
Brilliant stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Again. Well, happy to apologise, you know that.
Yeah. Well, that's it. We all get things wrong.
Well, the thing is, what we don't want to do is somebody falling over. I'd rather shout at somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody falls over just accidentally.
Yeah, because you're getting their attention, aren't you?
Well, and yeah, the other thing to it as well is, if he falls over accidentally, pushes his mate, and he bangs his head, his mate could end up seriously injured on concrete. And
Very true, Mr. Baker.
And what we don't want is that, and that's
What-
the thing.
What was you? I didn't get the start. Was you in no way at all biased to the councilman?
Not at
No,
all.
just saying
No,
what.
what I wanted to do was I just wanted to separate them, which is what the OE was for.
Right.
It was, and it actually got the council officer's attention as well.
Attention as well, yeah.
It stopped everybody shouting for a minute.
Yeah.
And then that was the issue. And sometimes, unfortunately, we don't always use terminology that people appreciate.
No.
But it's just trying to get all the people sort of.
Stop them in the tracks, innit,
Yeah,
before.
and, you know, for the sake of 2 minutes of stopping it, just make sure nobody gets injured. That's all I'm bothered about. Nobody yet.
Well, we've known each other a long time, haven't we?
An awful long time.
Yeah, and you know, so I can vouch for that. You've never been like untowards to.
Always try to be fair.
You've tried to be fair,
That's
yeah.
what it's about. Anyway, nice to see you.
You take care, Mr. Baker,
mate.
yeah?
Take care, all the
Take care, buddy.
Take care.
So yeah, on this rainy day now, in Preston, we're going to get back to the vehicle.